Hello students and welcome to the General English class. Today we will continue with tenses, the future tense we are going to discuss today. As you can see this table, here you can see the differentiation made between the various tenses, the three tenses and the four parts which we are studying here. So what verb pattern, what is the sentence pattern in all these with examples is given in this table. So first we'll do the future indefinite or simple future. And first you should know that the use of future tense is, what is future? The time which is going to come. It has not yet come, but it will come soon. So that is the future. And there are several ways to talk about the future in English, and that is the simple future tense. The going to form is used, or the simple present is also used in future tense. You should remember that simple used to talk about things which we cannot control. It expresses the future as fact. And secondly, we use this tense to talk about what we think or believe will happen in future. So no one has seen the future, but we are just thinking that it might happen, it will happen. Okay, like example is there, I shall write to him, we shall buy a house in the city, he will certainly pass the test. So in the first one, the example says that he is willing to write to him. In the second example, which is shall buy, it's a proposition that the person is going to buy. He is planning, but it is not sure. Some more examples. I shall be 20 next Saturday. So here you are confirmed that next Saturday the person is going to be 20 years old. It will be Diwali in a week. We will know our exam results in May. So these are some things which are confirmed that will happen in the future. So this is how the simple future is expressed. You must remember that simple present tense and present continuous tense is also used in expressing the simple future in certain cases, but it is not contained in your syllabus, so we will not go deeper in that. Next we'll move on to the future tense, the future continuous tense. We use the future continuous tense to talk about actions which will be in progress in a certain time in the future. So we are talking about the future. In that particular time, that particular action will be continuing. I suppose it will be raining when we start. Second example, this time tomorrow I will be sitting on the beach in Singapore. So these are examples of future continuous tense. In your books here it's given. First one is, he will be taking a nap in the afternoon. So in the afternoon he will be taking a short sleep, that is the nap. Second one, they will be assembling at the club this evening. So this is also expressing the future continuous. We shall be visiting Darjeeling in this summer. So this is the third example according to your syllabus. We also use this tense to talk about actions in the future which are already planned or which are expected to happen in the normal course of things, like he will be meeting us next week, or we can use be to also, the prime minister is to visit America next month, or the conference is to discuss nuclear tests. So here we are using the be form to. Okay, so this is how we express the future continuous. The next one is the future perfect tense. The future perfect tense is used to talk about actions that will be completed by a certain future time. Earlier we were talking about future continuous, where at that particular future time the action was continuing. Now the action is completed at the time we are talking about of that future. For example, I shall have written my exercises by then. By then is the future time we are referring to. Until then I am saying that I shall have written my exercises. Shall have is used here. He will have left before you go to see him. So we are talking about the time when someone is going to see him. So at that time he will have left. So shall have or will have is used here. According to your syllabus, your book, the example is I shall have taken my bath by that time. Second one, Saraswati will have gone to Mumbai before Mohan arrives. So we are talking about the future times and telling what action would be completed by then. We shall have completed half the course by Christmas. So here we are talking about the action completed by a particular or a certain time in the future. So next, the last one is the future perfect continuous. This tense is used for actions which will be in progress. Remember, in progress over a period of time that will end in the future. For example, by next March, we shall have been living here for 4 years. And second example is I'll have been teaching for 20 years next July. So will I be. In your book, it's given the future perfect continuous. First example is given by the summer of 1993 we shall have been living in this house for 12 years. Okay, so this is the future prospect when the action of living in that particular house will be completed over a period of time, okay, in the future. Balram will have been editing this magazine for 25 years by next January. So January is not still arrived. We are talking about January, next January. So Balram will complete 25 years of this job. Rishi Kapoor will have been acting in films for 46 years before the end of this year. When this book was published, till then it is expressed that 46 years of his acting career will be completed at this time. So this is how future perfect continuous is expressed. So these were the tenses which we were to complete in this topic. In the next topic we will continue with our concord part. What is the concord, what it means and how to use it. So I will be giving some exercises. I hope you will practice it to get more expert in these tenses for your exams. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.